in the city of Seattle. Welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
The kicker, Chad Ryland, ready to get things started. And off we go from Lumen Field. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line.
Got it. Ready? No, bring it. Roll, check. Here we go.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Ready.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos.
From the gun, it's Milroe. That's to the rookie from Miami, Elijah Arroyo. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Seattle.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Peeling forward for maybe a yard. Walter Nolan in there on the stop.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Come on. Try 50. Liking 18.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Milroe. That is brought in. And he'll be marked down to the 15-yard line. A big play for Seattle. A gain of 48. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
60 by 60 Eagles. 6 Cougar 19.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today.
Hey, here we go. Start.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Velus Jones now on the return. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. They go play action for Murray. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Working out of the gun, Murray. And he's got this one complete to Watkins. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Seahawks 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Murray. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells. So they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Here's a screen set up for Benson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, they need 7. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Ernest Jones in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
He'll be forced outright. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Little miscommunication there, now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Cardinals are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now it's Milroe. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. They're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready? 19, 18.
Once again, it's Walker. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Bill Johnson there on the tackle. Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
It is 3rd and long.
19 tight. Here we go. Here we go.
To the air, it's Milroe. He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first quarter. One quarter in the books. 7-3 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they've got it with 4th down coming up.
Michael
Kicking
Dixon
time for the
to punt
Seahawks.
for
They'll
the
punt this one
Seahawks.
away. It's going to be fielded back at the 5. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Watkins motioning over. Murray now to throw on 1st down. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And mark him down up beyond the 30. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a 1st down. The line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
A couple of 1st downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Jones. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. On play action, Murray. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Really nice job here by the defense staying disciplined as the quarterback gets flushed from the pocket. I mean, how often do we see those guys kind of creep in and allow the ball thrown over their head? They took away everything downfield, and all the quarterback could do.
And he's in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The extra point is good. And the Cardinals are on top. It's now 10-7. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Milroe. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
9-yard pickup. It's second and inches at the 29-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
6 the Eagles, 6 Cougar.
Milroe gonna look to run it himself. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down.
Hurt. Wrap up, Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler.
Milroe. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down. Here's Michael Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. Taken at the 19. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Murray. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And it's third down.
3rd and 7. Bryant. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
So it's third down, and it just seems clear that he's just trying to do anything to keep the drive alive. But even though you're trying to keep the punt team off the field, you just can't be careless and reckless. And that's really what he ended up being, Mike. And defense takes advantage and takes it back to the house.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Cardinals 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll see a return here from his own end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
They go play action with Murray. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
On 1st and 10, it's Milroe. And that one incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
On 2nd down, Milroe. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, 3 to go.
Panther 11, Panther, let's go now.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's into the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Now the point after drop from Myers. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks are out to a 21-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Watkins motioning over. Off the play fake. Here's Mark. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Derek Hall in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Watkins motioning over. Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. Back into the hands of Watkins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Working out of the gun, Murray. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And he will go all the way. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. His second touchdown of this first half.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. So, Murray and the Cardinals come to the line. They'll try to add 2.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
This one taken at the 7. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get 4 here up to the 24-yard line. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They go play action for Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. 15 yards on the catch and run for the first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, Murray. He'll go right and find his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
On the give, it's Jones. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. That's Harrison in motion. On 3rd and 1, it's Murray. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's his man Smith and Jigbo working across the field. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a 1st down.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
They'll go play action with Milroe. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Milroe to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Zaven Collins in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Mustang 19! 18 Rattler! 18 Rattler! 60 Maverick!
To the air, it's Milroe. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Jones. And lock him down up beyond the 30. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll go back to Jones on 1st down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down. 2 1st downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Watkins motioning over. Murray now on 2nd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's touchdown. On 1st down, it's Milroe. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here we go. 79 Broncos.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. Slant, Smith and Jigba has it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up.
They're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. Looked like one of the Seahawks was in there and did keep the ball with Seattle.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
70 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
From the gun, it's Milroe. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
On third down, Milroe. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And he overhit that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They go play action with Murray. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. On the run, Jones begins this fourth quarter. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Out of the pistol, it's Murray. That's caught by McBride. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Murray on third down. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love.
It was really a disappointing performance. I'm a little surprised, Mike, that he continues to put the ball in danger this often. I mean, to make a couple mistakes early on, that happens, but at some point you got to make a correction, and until he does, this defense just continues to make him pay.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Milroe. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
18
On 2nd down, Milroe. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good.
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. Milroe. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warrior 70.
Off the play fake, here's Milroe. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Brings up third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 20-yard line.
They go play action for Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, but couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Second and 10. Up the middle, here's Jones. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They need one right now. Third and long. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
Throwing now, Milroe on first down. Quick hitting slant there. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
On first and 10, here comes Walker. And despite a nice juke, we're going to get a yard to show for second down. Arizona will take its first time out. Clock will stop. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 9. Throwing is Milroe. It's dropped off for Walker. And And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4.
Ready? Viking, 8, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cowboy 80.
They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
That's good.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go. Bravo 80.
Handoff, running left is Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
31-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Get up. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And they'll stop him. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down. Carr's going to signal for their third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Ready, set. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 by 6. Cougar 19. Ready.
Here's Milrow to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Good job in coverage. They're going to get them down short of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Play action. It's Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So if this was an NBA game, Mike, we call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. This time the defense had him covered, but expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day.
Here's second down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
No louder place than here in Seattle before third down. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. It's an Arizona first down. Murray's going to throw again. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And that is incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Murray. Again, working deep downfield. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
Victory very much.